Why mystery lasts longer than information. We live in a world that values information. We are encouraged to explain things clearly, to provide answers, to remove uncertainty, to make everything understandable as quickly as possible. And yet, some of the most memorable photographs do the exact opposite. They leave questions unanswered. They refuse to explain themselves completely. They create mystery. And somehow, those are often the images we remember longest. Why? At first glance, this seems contradictory. If information helps us understand the world, shouldn't photographs with the most information be the most memorable? Not necessarily. The human brain is naturally curious. It is constantly searching for patterns, meanings, and explanations. When we encounter something that feels incomplete, the mind does not simply move on. It continues working, searching, wondering, trying to fill the gaps. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as the curiosity gap. When we know part of a story but not all of it, our attention remains engaged. We want closure. We want answers. Until we find them, the question stays alive in our minds. Photography often uses this principle in powerful ways. Consider an image of a person looking out of a window. We see the person, we see the light, we see the setting, but we do not know what they are thinking. We do not know what happened before the photograph was taken. We do not know what they are looking at. The image provides information, but it also withholds it. That absence becomes part of the experience. The viewer begins asking questions. Who is this person? What are they feeling? Why does the moment seem significant? The photograph does not answer. Instead, it invites participation. In many ways, mystery transforms viewers from observers into collaborators. They begin contributing their own experiences, emotions, and interpretations. The image becomes personal because each viewer completes it differently. This may explain why some photographs remain unforgettable. Not because they provided all the answers, but because they encouraged imagination. The viewer becomes emotionally invested in solving a puzzle that may never be solved. Interestingly, this principle extends far beyond photography. Many great novels leave certain questions unanswered. Many films end with ambiguity. Many works of art resist simple interpretation. The mystery becomes part of their power. If every detail were explained, the experience might feel complete. But it might also feel finished. Mystery keeps the conversation alive. Years later, people continue discussing the meaning. They continue discovering new interpretations. They continue returning to the work. Photography is especially suited to this phenomenon because it captures only a fragment of reality. Every photograph excludes far more than it includes. The camera frame creates boundaries. Outside those boundaries exists an entire world that the viewer cannot see. What happened moments before? What happened moments after? Who else was present? What details were intentionally left outside the frame? These unanswered questions create a space for imagination. The photograph becomes larger than the image itself. This does not mean that every successful photograph must be mysterious. Clear, direct images can be powerful as well. But mystery offers something unique. It creates a relationship between the image and the viewer that continues long after the photograph has been seen. Information often satisfies curiosity. Mystery sustains it. One gives closure. The other invites exploration. And human beings are naturally drawn to exploration. Perhaps this is why some photographs remain with us for years. We think about them while walking down the street. We remember them unexpectedly. We revisit them in our minds. Not because we fully understood them, but because we didn't. The unanswered questions continued working beneath the surface. The mystery remained alive. The next time you encounter a photograph that immediately captures your attention, ask yourself something simple. Is it the information that fascinates you? Or is it the mystery? Because sometimes the most powerful images are not the ones that tell us everything. They are the ones that leave us wondering. And in that wondering, they continue to exist long after we have looked away.